Fox 5, Victor Sierra Papa. Kilo Juliet 5, Papa Quebec Delta. He must have stepped away. He normally gets me screaming at him, so. K5 DTH, KI5 LET. KI5 LET, K35AKO, Erath County. Hey Victor, what's going on? N5FPD. I'm just sitting here thinking about Top. He said a while ago that he was going to go get him a nice cold cerveza. And I was just going to ask him what his cerveza of choice is. myself is Heineken, over.
Oh, that's interesting. That's pretty good. That cerveza is pretty good. Of course, you know, they're all good. They're just some better than others.
That's just like the girls. Some of them just prettier than others, right?
Well, absolutely. But, you know, some of them have attributes of one kind and others have attributes of a different kind. And I think it's good to have a variety, really.
Hey, I've loved them all, Wayne. Good to hear you, old man.
It's good to hear you. I guess you're doing all right down there in Erath County. And is Bluffdale, they still got the lights on, the streets rolled down, or are they getting ready to close shop?
No, we've of course, there's not a whole lot going on in here. This is what you call a one-horse community, Wayne. We're not anything like the bright lights of Peachtree.
Okay. Yeah, Feaster's pretty booming, you know. I mean, golly gee, we even got our own Sonic and Valero now.
We've got a Valero here, and it's got like a little deli in there, and it's got a seating area with about 10 or 12 tables, and all the locals go in there in the morning and at lunch and catch up on all the gossip. And I was kind of surprised my first time in there, a couple of years back, first time up here, I was sitting in there having a burger, and in come these cowboys and cowgirls. They had their spurs on and their chaps, and just kind of amazing sight for an old city slicker, you know. But they were actually they work on working ranches out here. They're not in there just to show. They're working guys and gals.
Now let me ask you this: have you got your cows all lined up with the ducks, or what?
Where it's on the government to, you know. It takes a good man to do what he's told.
Yeah. It makes for a happier life that way, I guarantee you. So anyway, well, I'm glad that everything's going well. I won't hog up the frequency any longer. I heard you hollering, and I thought, well, you know, I didn't want you to be the Lone Ranger out there. I guess I'll check you here just a little bit and see if anybody else wants to use the frequency in the meantime, Victor. N5 SPD, standing by.
Evaluation is the band isn't in that good a shape. I'll be honest with you. It's you know, just something we got to deal with. But I hope the propagation gets better, more in favor of everybody for a field day is all I can say. We'll be monitoring here for the big show. MC will be that fellow over there in Desdemona. KB5AKO, we are monitoring.
He's going to be calling on you a little bit, so you better get your earphones out, your microphone all dusted off. And good afternoon to you, Gary. It's good to hear you. Frequency on.
You two guys are coming in great here in Glen Rose. This is M5DN, and here's Jeff. So yeah, Easter and Bluffdale coming in good.
It sure is a busy frequency tonight. And I hear a lot of people on here. This ought to be an exciting evening. So, Victor, I don't know what you're talking about. I think it's just doing pretty good, all right. You know, anytime I can hear Jeff, and I think there was Waxahachie in there as well, and I know Albor was. Frequency.
It's probably what I'm working with. I've just got a peanut whistle that I whipped out of a Cracker Jack box.
You know, you need to take the next step up in life, Victor.
That takes mucho dinero, and I was born broken under, Wayne. I just haven't had any luck at all.
do feel sorry for you, Victor. You know, I can hear the fiddle playing in the background.
I was blessed with a lovely bride of 44 years this year, so she's kept me on the payroll for this long. I'm thinking she's going to keep me for the duration.
There you go. That's the only way to have it. You know, there's other people that are not so lucky, myself being one. And Waxahachie, what's going on down there? Are you running full bore tonight?
Frequency hog.
Right, okay. You got it. How about you, Alvor Gary? Right, I guess the Garys got upset and ran away. N5 FPD, standing by.
I'm here. Do you not copy me? I'm running 180 watts.
Well, I hear you in Eastland County. Does that count?
Well, I tried to come back to you when you were on earlier, and you didn't come back.
Oh, I always come back. I'm just not on time.
Well, I'm doing something interesting tonight. I'm transmitting on the ICOM radio with 180 watts, and I'm flipping over to the Motorola to listen.
Hey, whatever works. Your signal went from an S2 to an S7, so I think we're headed in the right direction.
The band is up and down. Sometimes I hear top real well, and sometimes I don't. But I hear better on the Motorola, but I only put out 110 watts on the Motorola. So Wayne tells me the ICOM sounds good, and so I'm doing 180 on the ICOM, and then when I go to receive, I flip to the Motorola to listen. Well, I know he's a frequency hog. Okay, I'm on the Motorola. Do you copy me? Well, see, now Wayne told me the other night my audio was better on the ICOM.
The other radio, if anybody else can confirm this, but your audio was fading, at least on my end.
Okay, well, I'm back on the ICOM and 180 watts.
Somebody else give him a signal report. He sounds good there.
I think you're just fine there, Mike. I don't know what you're talking about. He sounds perfect there on that ICOM. He just needs to be sure to speak into the microphone, you know. He just needs a little OJT on being a ham radio operator.
I'd get that from a frequency hog.
KJ5 QEC checking in before the net. Kilo 2 Romeo Oscar Golf. Anybody for a quick signal report before the net?
Asking for a radio check. Go ahead.
KA5QEC.
Kilo Juliet 5, Quebec Echo Charlie. This is KI5LET. How copy?
5 by 5, thank you, sir.
All right, Richard, you got to stand by. There's like about 3 other things going on that conversations going on you probably can't hear because they'd be out of range. But stand by a minute. Let me get back to you. Hey, there was some great activity going on the pre-net free-for-all. That's great, guys. Thanks for the signal reports and the chats. And hog this frequency. That's a good idea. All right, I just want to introduce Kilo Juliet 5, Quebec Echo Charlie. He's in Fort Worth, Tarrant County, Richard, and he just made his first contact, or his second contact today as an amateur radio operator. And it was me on 520. So anyway, he's celebrating, and he's going to check into the net here when it starts. He'll be looking for the new check-ins and the new hams. So anyway, Richard, go ahead and make a call and see who else can give you a signal report.
KJ5QEC.
S7 into Southwest Fort Worth, KE5NGM.
S5 into Peaster, November 5, Fox Papa Delta.
Just breaking squelch into Waxahachie.
All right, thanks for the signal reports, guys. Richard's making it all the way down to Waxahachie. That's a pretty good hike, but he's got a good station, but that's great. Well, welcome to the hobby, and enjoy this net. One of the first nets I checked into 5-something years ago, and I hardly miss a Friday night. It's just a blast. All right, 7 minutes till the net starts. We're going to announce again the net will start at 8 p.m. The net control will start in East Flynn County, out west and south of the Metroplex. KF5 VSP will be net control to start in Hogtown, Desdemona. Net control will rotate back to Tarrant and Parker counties as the net progresses. So if you don't hear the net right at 8 o'clock, just stand by. It will rotate back to the Metroplex. You can follow along on NetLogger. You can listen to KE5NGM's live stream. And there's also a Chalk Mountain repeater and a Palo Pinto repeater. If you can listen to those, I'm sorry, not repeaters, they're simulcasts, which I don't have the frequencies handy. I should. After all these years, you'd think I'd get that straight. But anyway, net starts in 6 minutes right there. 6 minutes till the net. I will clear out the pre-net check-ins right before the hour, and we'll start over right at 8 o'clock. Anybody else want to check into the pre-net? All right, let me catch these two real quick. Alpha Indy 5, Oscar Lima. Good evening, Dan. Rock solid signal as always. And then you went right on top of Kilo Echo 5 station. Kilo Echo 5 station, come back.
Whiskey 5 Romeo Delta Golf, November 5 Fox Papa Delta. I can hear you loud and clear. Roger, Roger. You're coming into Peaster, Q5. I didn't look at the S meter, but certainly a good copy. I looked just then, it was 10 over 9.
Hey, thanks, Wayne. Is he portable out in a park?
He's portable at a park over in Palo Pinto County. That's Whiskey 5 Romeo Delta Golf, and he's had a pretty strong signal here in the Peaster.
I had a light copy on him, light copy here, but I got several words. I know that's Cliff, so yeah, North Texas Amateur Radio Society setting up for field day in Palo Pinto State Park, the new one out there. They're going to do good. Hope to get them in our log. I'll be with West Fork Amateur Radio Club as Whiskey 5 Tango. If you need any more information, go to QRZ.com and look up Whiskey 5 Tango, where all the information's right there. All right, less than 4 minutes to the net.
I copied him over here in Waxahachie, if he's out there in wherever you said he was out west.
This is KJ5GCH. They were on doing POTA earlier.
I think I heard them on Parks on the Air this afternoon. Also, I couldn't get in. We were setting up antennas in Bridgeport and weren't quite tuned up yet, but we'll get them this weekend. Looking forward to it. All right, let's see here. I got Alpha India 5 Oscar Lima, Dan, and there was a Kilo Echo 5 station right before you. Still looking for that Kilo Echo 5 pre-net check-in. I didn't hear Kilo Echo 5, but I did hear James in Lake Dallas. November 5, November Alpha. Good evening, James.
Charlie, and Alpha Delta 1. KI5LAT, you got a copy?
The last station asking for a copy. Come back one more time. All right, Kilo India 5, Victor India Romeo. That's Jay in Holdenville, Hughes County. Is that correct? All right, man, that's a hike. I don't remember Hughes County before. And I got you S1 to S2. Anybody else have a copy on that station?
He was breaking squelch here in Waxahachie on the Motorola.
All right, well, that's quite a hike. And then there was one other station that checked in, but he was just under Jay, so we got a minute and a half. Please come again with your call. Jerry and Graham. Jerry, you got the strongest signal I've heard from you in quite a while. Anybody else here, Jerry, out in Graham, Young County?
Negative, you're the only one I'm hearing.
All right, here we go. Less than 1 minute to the net. It's going to start out in Eastland County. KF5 VSP will call all the stations west and south of his location. Net control will rotate back to the Metroplex, so stand by. Monitor on NetLogger, follow the YouTube live stream, or listen to the Palo Pinto or Chalk Mountain simulcast. KI5LET, thanks for all your participation and signal reports this evening. Hope to see you on the 1.25 meter Simplex net after this one closes. Good luck, everybody.
also use NetLogger in a non-traditional way, meaning if you notice, it's an additional log, right? It's not a general ledger that the net control will go down and call on people that type their info in. So netlogger.org, if you're not familiar with it, but you can also use that, and you can see the parallel logging from the net controls in NetLogger, and it'll tell you who's there, what equipment they're using, what grid square they're in, and the county. So that's kind of cool as well. So we do have a Facebook page, and that's North Central Texas Simplex Net. WD5RG just popped in. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but he was a big influence on that and still is one of the admins there. But North Central Texas Simplex Net is our Facebook group. Feel free to pop on there and share your club information. You can buy, sell on there, put things for sale. We post information when the net's starting. So check it out. North Central Texas Simplex Net is our Facebook group. We also have designated relays, as I call them, and they're strategically placed kind of in a circle around Parker, Tarrant County, if you will. So we'll spread that out. But what I'm trying to say is, if you hear a station that whoever, whether it's a net control or a net control relay, calling for stations, and you particularly can hear them at your venue, please just say relay, because we want to make sure everybody gets in. The other thing about the county by county, again, we do that for a little structure, but at any time, we will take your check-in, whether you are in the county we're calling or not. So I want to make sure emphatically that you know that we will certainly take your check-in anytime. The last thing I want to remind everybody of is Kilo Echo 5, November Golf Mike has a, as he says, almost live stream, but it is a live stream of the net, which is a lot of fun, and it is on YouTube. So you can do North Central Texas Simplex Net or Kilo Echo 5 November Golf Mike, and you can follow along there as well. And this is KF5 Victor Sierra Papa. My handle is Mike. I'm living in Eastland County. A little stations on frequency that have never checked into this net, or a newly licensed, or even an upgrade, come now.
Barge in here, Mike, if you don't mind, N5 FPD.
Go right ahead, sir.
Sorry to interfere, but there's a station that I understand is out in the Fort Worth area that may not be able to hear you. That is a newly licensed operator, and I don't think he's made very many contacts, and he's chomping at the bit to sign in, and I just wanted to give him that opportunity, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. Take the reins.
Okay, so what we're calling on here, if there's any stations out there that are first-time check-ins or newly licensed operators or upgrades, come now and we'll get you checked in to the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net.
KJ5 QEC.
Kilo Juliet 5 Quebec Echo Charlie. Welcome to the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. We appreciate you checking in. Very, very happy that you've got a license and you can participate in this madness. So has Top got all your equipment information? Doesn't look like it. So let's see, the name there is Richard, I guess. And what kind of equipment are you running over there, Richard?
You can call me Rick. I'm on the east side of Eagle Mountain Lake. I'm running I think a 50-watt Radiodity, I believe it is, dual band.
Radiotomy. Okay, well that's a new one on me, but sounds all right. And what kind of antenna do you have, Rick?
If you give me two, I'll be able to answer that.
All right, well just I'll tell you what, just keep that in your hat here, and we'll come back around here in just a little bit. If you don't know, it's okay. Do you know how high it is? I mean, is it off the ground somewhere?
My newly established ham shack, my getaway, but it is, I think, 21 feet to the base of the fiberglass antenna, mounted on a PVC.
All right, fantastic, Rick. We appreciate you checking in. We just like to get our ducks lined up here, and I knew that you were out there waiting, and I wanted to give you the opportunity to brag a little bit about having a license, and we do appreciate you checking in. As you probably already know, we meet here every Friday, and it'd be a pleasure to have you join the group each Friday and be part of the participants. Anyway, thanks again for checking in, and Mike, I'm sorry, but I needed to pick Rick up, and I appreciate you being tolerant of my barging in when it's your duty. Kilo Fox 5 Victor Sierra Papa from November 5 Fox Papa Delta.
Well, you're not barging in. That's what we're all about, and I appreciate you making me tap the brakes to get that individual. And great to have you aboard, and look forward to talking to you many more times. All right. Any other first-time check-ins to the group or newly licensed or upgraded operators before we go county to county? Any relays? All right, without any further ado, let's go ahead with the county-by-county roll call. This is the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Net control here in Eastland County for the start anyway, before we pass it around the North Texas area, is Mike here in Eastland County in Desdemona. And as per usual, I want to call on anybody in Eastland County. Eastland County.
Romeo Delta Golf. This is Alpha India 5 Bravo uniform.
All right, I copied Alpha India 5 Bravo uniform. Cam, how's it going, man? I don't talk to you as much as I used to.
Well, it's a good night out here in Eastland. I'm appreciating the drier weather. I really noticed the drop in humidity. It's made the days pretty tolerable out here.
Yes, it has. I've gone through lots of laundry the last week. Good to hear you. Whiskey 5 Romeo Delta Golf. Finally, what's going on?
A great weekend. And you're ready to.
Awesome, and that is an awesome place up there. You're about right now, you're about 22 miles due north of me. I'm just about 22 miles due south of you, so go ahead.
Victor, Quebec.
Kilo India 5 Juliet Romeo Papa. Kilo Foxtrot 5 Tango Zulu.
That is awesome. November 5 Tango X-Ray Lima. Hello, Jason. Pop on there. Tell me the story with the tower. buddy here who's his name's Matt. He's KI5JRP, and we talked his YL into letting him borrow that tower until I get buy my house this winter. And at first I don't think she was very okay with it, but I think it's growing on her. So it'll come back to me probably January, February.
Okay, buddy. I'm just glad you have it. I'm glad it's used. I missed it. I need another one, but great to hear you. So I got W5 Romeo Delta Golf, Alpha India 5 Bravo Uniform, November 5 Tango X-Ray Lima, Kilo India 5 Victor Quebec Golf, Kilo India 5 Juliet Romeo Papa, and Kilo Foxtrot 5 Tango Zulu Quebec. Anybody else out there at the park that wants to check in? Well, Cliff and Jason, that's awesome. I'm glad y'all are up there. I've driven through that park. That is a wonderful place up there, and I'm glad y'all are there. So appreciate you checking in, and hopefully y'all are going to hang around a little bit and make some calls from there. That should be a blast. Anybody else in Eastland County that wants to check in tonight to the Simplex net? All right, no further check-ins at this point from Eastland County. Let me drift up to the north just slightly and see if anybody's home in Stevens County. Well, there's two familiar voices, Kilo Juliet 5, Hotel, Romeo, Quebec, and Kilo Juliet 5, Delta, Foxtrot, Victor. I'm feeling lucky tonight. Is there anybody else in Stevens County that hears net control and would like to check into the Simplex net? Whiskey 5 Sierra Echo, is that correct?
Roger, roger. Yes, sir. Dennis in Temple. Good evening.
And where are you at?
I'm in Temple, down here by Delta, Temple, Texas.
I had to take a double take. I was looking for guys up in Jack, and I'm getting down to Bell County, right?
Roger, roger.
Goodness gracious. Well, I tell you what, Whiskey 5 Sugar Echo out of Temple down there in Bell County. Tell me your name.
The name is Dennis, like Dennis the Menace.
Well, Dennis, is this your first time to check in?
No, sir, I've checked in a few times before, just every now and then. Not very often when I get the chance, so I do. But I sure appreciate you picking me up, though.
I appreciate you stopping by, and even if you don't think we can hear you, please jump in. I've got a great copy on you about S7 here on the Kenwood Mobile in the shack here. So that's Whiskey 5 Sugar Echo out of Temple. That's Dennis down in Bell County. All right, let's see. How about Young County? Anybody in Young County? There's my friend Jerry, KF5, Victor, Bravo, Lima. Jerry, what are you? Are you on the beam or are you on the vertical? Whiskey 5 Sugar Echo. Dennis, did you copy that station way up there in Young County? He may have backed out, but all right, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good poke, Jerry. Good to hear you as always. Let's see. Anybody else in Young County? I got Jerry out there. Anybody else that can hear me in Young County? Jerry, I know that there's somebody there, but I'm gonna need your help. You know, I normally hear him, but I just could barely make him out. Whiskey Delta 5 Mike.
checking in through Young County. So that's Kilo Foxtrot 5, Victor Bravo Lima, and Whiskey Delta 5, Mike. Last call for Young County. I'm on move out. Jack County, Who was that? Jack County, Kilo Juliet 5, Echo Charlie Hotel. Boy, Wayne, are you picking that Jack County station up? I don't know why I'm in and out with that person.
Oh, yeah, I hear Stephen really, really well. Kilo Juliet 5 Echo Charlie Hotel, did I remember that correctly? I think that's right. How's everything going, Stephen?
Yeah, everything's going good. I can hear everybody real good. I heard Dennis down there in Wells County, I guess it was. But, yeah, everything's going good.
Fantastic. Appreciate you checking in. Yeah, Dennis was loud here in Feaster as well. All right, glad to have you aboard. So that was our friend Stephen up there in Jack County, Mike.
Well, I figured it was, and usually I can hear him just fine, but I couldn't tonight. So glad for the check-in and thanks for the relay. All right, let's continue out west. How about Haskell or Throckmorton? And by the way, Wayne, if I'm not getting anybody, you might want to backtrack. How about Haskell or Throckmorton counties? If you're copying net control, give us a call. Okay, nothing heard out of Haskell or Throckmorton. How about headed out west to Shackleford, Jones, or Fisher? Fisher, Jones, or Shackleford counties that would like to check into the Simplex net. Any relays?
Relay, Mike.
Go ahead.
Okay, I've got Kilo Echo 5, Yankee Tango Whiskey. That'd be Michael out there in Haskell County checking in. See if you can pick him up, Mike.
Kilo Echo 5, Yankee Tango Whiskey. Any copy on KF5 Victor, Sierra Papa. Well, Wayne, that's what I get for breaking through the fence and going on other people's property, isn't it?
No, not so. Not so. Territory. We just share. Anyway, Michael, yeah, I know you could just barely hear Mike, so we appreciate you being here tonight, as always, and glad to have you. Is anything going on special out in Haskell County? You getting ready for field day tomorrow?
Well, yeah, I'm going to go and do field day over there, but I've been off the air for a couple of weeks because we had to get a new air conditioning system.
Boy, howdy. Yeah, if you didn't have an AC, I think it's probably to break out the fan, you know, like we used to have back in the olden days. That is true. That is absolutely true. Yeah, there's nothing like a get acquainted time inside of some narrow spaces. Anyway, I'm glad you got the AC working and glad you're back on the air, Michael, and appreciate you checking in. Kilo Echo 5 Yankee Tango Whiskey out there in Haskell County. N5 FPD back to net control.
Okay, Wayne, thanks. I finally heard him there. I finally heard him about half scale, so thanks for the pickup. So this is KF5 VSP starting at control out of Eastland County. I'm going to call out directly west of Eastland County. I'm going to call on Nolan, Taylor, or Callahan. Nolan, Taylor, or Callahan, check-ins to the Simplex net. Last call for Nolan, Taylor, or Callahan County check-ins to the Simplex net. Kilo Echo 5 Yankee Fox, was that you, Mike?
Roger, roger. That was me.
Well, I heard you just fine that time, so I appreciate you being there. The band is a little finicky tonight, but that is Kilo Echo 5 Yankee Fox, Mike out there in Nolan County in Sweetwater. Thanks for checking in, Mike. Over.
All right, check, Mike. Thanks for picking us up.
Always good to hear Mike out in Sweetwater. All right, this is KF5 Victor Sierra Papa, net control, starting net control for the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Let me come a little closer to home. Go to my brothers to the east, and let's call on ERAF County.
This is Kilo Bravo 5, Alpha Kilo Oscar.
Kilo India 5, Oscar Sierra.
Kilo Juliet 5, Papa Quebec Delta.
There's three familiar voices. Kilo Bravo 5, Alpha, Kilo Oscar. Good to hear you again, Victor. A little bit better propagation at this point between you and I. And KI5. Good gracious, good to hear you. Where you been?
Oh, I've been pursuing 6 meters big time here this month. We've had some pretty wild band openings and lots of activity.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to see you're having fun, but it's good to hear you. It seems like it's been a long time, so good to hear you. That's KI5OS. And then I heard Kilo Juliet 5, Papa Quebec Delta. That is Eli over there in Dublin in ERAF County. Tell me what you're hearing over there tonight so far, Eli.
I've heard the ERAF stations, of course. Victor has cleared up a lot. I can hear him pretty good now. And then I've heard Eastland, and other than that, everybody else is a little covered static.
How high is your antenna to the feed point?
Feed point is about 45 feet. Mid antenna is somewhere around that range as well.
I can tell you, I tell people, man, let's just say between you and I, there is a ton of topography. But you're sounding great. I'm just curious of who you're hearing tonight. So that was Kilo Juliet 5, Papa Quebec Delta, Eli out of ERAF County. Anybody else in ERAF County? All right, nothing heard. I know I'm taking a little bit of time, but let me pop down. Let's go to Comanche County. Hello, Comanche County. Your turn to check in.
Whiskey Alpha 5, Yankee Mike Echo. Good evening.
Kilo Juliet 5, Alpha Papa Sierra.
Two good strong ones. Whiskey Alpha 5, Yankee Mike Echo. That would be Winston down there, Senator of Comanche County. And Kilo Juliet 5 Alpha Papa Sierra, that would be Kyle. And Winston, how long you been on? I kind of started way up to the northwest. Were you hearing any of those stations up there?
Yeah, I was hearing quite a few of them.
Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. It's really strange. The Haskell County, that's a pretty fair poke up there. Couldn't hear him at all, and then he popped up. So, did you happen to hear the Sweetwater station out there, Kilo Echo 5 Yankee Fox?
Yes, I did.
Well, I think that portends to be a good night. So that's Whiskey Alpha 5 Yankee Mike Echo, Winston down there in Comanche County. Actually, he's just, what's the name of that little town just outside of Comanche that you claim?
Texas.
Okay, I didn't want to mess it up. Beatty. He's in Beatty, Texas, which is northwest of Comanche proper. But I've had the pleasure of meeting Winston a time or two, and always enjoyed talking to him. KJ5APS, what are you hearing down there?
I had a pretty good copy on Jerry up there in Graham. Could hear a couple of the guys over at the state park, but they were rough copy. couldn't hear Victor, but I heard the other Erath County guys.
Okay, I know I'm dragging a little bit, but I don't, you know, all of us out here don't get a get a chance to kick it around a little bit. But great to have both of you checking in from Comanche County. Again, this is KF5 Victor Sierra Papa Mike up in Desdemona, Texas, in Eastland County. I'm going to call on Brown County next. Anybody home? Brown County?
Charlie 5, Alpha Sierra.
Kilo Juliet 5, Echo Romeo Golf. All right, hello Brown County. Alpha Charlie 5, Alpha Sierra, Alpha Bravo 5, Yankee Victor, Kilo Juliet 5, Echo Romeo Golf, and Kilo Charlie 5, November Oscar X-Ray. Great to hear you out there, everybody. Anybody else in Brown County? Brown County check-ins. Did any of y'all hear anybody? Did you hear the Sweetwater station, or did y'all hear anybody out of Haskell County? What are y'all hearing down there?
Kilo India 5, November X-ray Romeo, late check-in.
Yo,
Well, that's pretty doggone good, because I know, you know, the elevation changes down there in Brown County, so that's a really, really good sign. All right, very good. Thanks for your check-ins, gentlemen. I greatly appreciate it. Next on my list would be Coleman County. Coleman County check-in. Hello, Brother Nick. Kilo India 5 Tango Lima Golf, KI5TLG. Nick out there in Coleman County. What are you hearing so far tonight? Tango Hotel Papa.
Mike, there was the second station. You may have doubled with it.
Well, I apologize. The other check-in, go ahead.
That was Whiskey 5 Tango Hotel Papa trying to check in.
Thanks for the relay. Whiskey 5 Tango Hotel Papa. Is that correct? Nick, are you hearing that as well?
Yes, sir, that is correct. That's David over there in Coleman.
Okay, correction. Whiskey 5 Tango Hotel Papa. So I've got two check-ins out of Coleman County. Kilo India 5 Tango Lima Golf and Whiskey 5 Tango Hotel Papa. I think the band just completely faded to Coleman, but we got them. Thanks both of you for those check-ins. Anybody else in Coleman County before I move on? All right, nothing heard. How about Mills County? I know there's one station down there in Mills.
Yeah, it must be only one. K5 Kilo Victor. Good evening, Mike.
Well, Benny, I'm dragging in a little bit. It's 8:32, and I haven't handed it off yet, so, but I appreciate you always being there. I guess I'm going to have to hand out flyers or have a raffle or something to get more stations out there.
Oh, I don't know. Probably first thing is show up at that Brownwood tailgate thing and meet some of the guys face to face. Might at least get them moving.
Oh, I don't disagree with that. I really don't. I've already made the statement to my wife that you're going to have to get somebody to cover next year, because I'm going come hook or crook, and that's a fact. So you can bank on that one. I said I was going, and then I got hang up, but I really want to meet you and the rest of those guys. So I'll make sure I come with bells on.
looking forward to that. Good enough. Conditions, I didn't hear, I wasn't listening. I was actually listening to a brand new video, two old gun riders talking about how the gun riders been trying to kill the 30-30 cartridge in rifles for 50 years and they hadn't done it yet. I was enjoying that during the first part of your net. 5K, but
well, you stay on top of it. But there's been some Haskell County and Sweetwater, so anyway, keep one ear to the net here, and I think we've got some pretty fair propagation. So I'm going to clear with Mills County, and I'd like to call on counties to the south of Mills. That would be McCullough, San Saba, or Lampasas counties. If you can hear net control, I'll be listening for your check-in. I heard a station a little bit down in the noise. Any relays?
That was Kilo Mike 5, Quebec Tango.
Okay, Kilo Mike 5, Quebec Tango. If my memory serves, that's McCullough County. Is that right? I heard the QSL, so that's Kilo Mike 5, Quebec Tango, out of McCullough County. Thank you so much for being there. I promise you, if you show up, I'll call on you every Friday night. Okay, I heard you that time. Thanks for checking in. All right, anybody in San Saba, McCullough, or Lampasas? Lampasas, San Saba, or McCullough counties? Come ahead. There's Gil, Whiskey, Bravo 5, Charlie, Victor, Charlie. Whiskey, Bravo 5, Charlie, Victor, Charlie. Gil down in San Saba County. It's up and down, Gil, but I certainly hear you. How are you? All right, Gil, thank you for checking in. I lost you at the end, but it's a little crazy, but I appreciate you being there, and I always get a kick out of you checking in. So that was Whiskey Bravo 5, Charlie, Victor, Charlie, San Saba County. Next county on my list would be Hamilton. How about Hamilton County check-in?
Kilo India 5, Kilo Uniform Echo, we're here.
All right, KI5, KUE, Kilo India 5, Kilo Uniform Echo. Man, I tell you what, normally you're a lot louder. Am I light on you?
No, you're good. You're good. I don't know what the problem would be.
You came back up. As my friend over in Brown County would say, I think it's the UFO activity around my antenna, but we're not supposed to talk about that. But Kilo India 5, Kilo Uniform Echo, out of Hamilton County, and you came way up there, so appreciate your check-in. Anybody else in Hamilton County? All right, how about Coryell County? If you're listening to the Simplex net, your turn. Anybody listening in Coryell County check-ins, go ahead. I'm not hearing anything out of Coryell, but we'll let Bosque County Relay try one more time. So this will be a final call for any stations that have not checked in from Eastland County to the west of Eastland County or to the south or southwest of Eastland County, Texas. If you're listening and haven't checked in so far, come now.
You may have a relay, Mike.
Go ahead, Nick.
There's a guy that said he was having trouble hearing net control over in Brown County. I think he's still listening. KJ5ER8, Down5GLG. You there, Wes? I got him there, Mike. He's pretty faint on me, too, but I heard him for sure.
Okay. Give me the suffix again. I got Kilo Golf 5, Nick. Give me the last.
That's Kilo Juliet 5, Echo Romeo Hotel.
Oh, I recognize that call. Kilo Juliet 5, Echo Romeo Hotel. That's probably old Wes. Okay, thank you, Nick. I appreciate it. That's Kilo Juliet 5, Echo Romeo Hotel, relayed in from Brown County. Thank you, Nick.
Yes, sir.
All right, this is KF5 Victor Sierra Papa. I'm going to turn it over to Parker County Net Control, N5 Fox Papa Delta. Thanks to all the relays. And Wayne, I'm going to let you take it. I went a little long, but I was having a good time anyway.
That's what it's all about, Mike. I'll be glad to take up the slack here a little bit. Appreciate it. The first, this is November 5 Fox Papa Delta up here in Peaster, Texas. The name is Wayne. And let's see, we need to acknowledge Tiffany. I heard her check in. Kilo India 5, November X-Ray Romeo. How's everything over in the east side of Parker County? Oh, my. Maybe she had something else going on. Anyway, we got her checked in, and that's what counts. So anybody else in Parker County that'd like to check in to the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net, now's your turn. Paul, November 5, Papa Romeo Sierra. Good to hear you this evening. Sounds like that it's pretty sparse out there for Parker County. Pickings tonight, Wayne. Maybe they're out there mowing the lawn, which is what I should be doing, but I'm having more fun doing this. Anybody else in Parker County would like to check in? Come now, please.
Alpha India 5 Romeo.
Kilo 5 Delta Charlie.
Well, there's a couple of strong stations. Alpha India 5 Romeo. Howdy, Rich and Dwayne out there. Kilo 5 Delta Charlie. Are you working some CW on field day tomorrow, Dwayne?
Well, if I do, it'll be some from the house here. I'm not able to get out there with the gang, but I bet they have fun. If I have DC.
Yeah, but it's okay being in the house underneath that air conditioner too. So, yeah. Well, enjoy the weekend, Dwayne. Anybody else in Parker County would like to check in? I heard a station in there, but it's too weak to copy. Do I have any relays? They'll give it a try here in just a little bit. Let's move over to Palo Pinto County. Palo Pinto County, come now. All right, we've got Kilo Charlie 5, Alpha Charlie X-Ray. Good evening to you, Donnie. Hope you're keeping cool over there. And we had Kilo Fox 5, Zulu India Quebec. Appreciate you checking in. And let's see, Anybody else in Palo Pinto? Nothing else heard from Palo Pinto. How about Hood County? Hood County check-ins, your turn.
K5 Echo Sierra Victor. Kilo India 5, Uniform Delta Victor, Bob.
Alpha 5, Delta Whiskey, Danny.
Hey, I've got Kilo 5 Echo Sierra Victor. That's Clayton up there, and Kilo 5 Whiskey Sierra November. Mr. Bill. Mr. Bob followed Kilo India 5 Uniform Delta Victor. And Alpha 5 Delta Whiskey. Good evening, Danny. And George is up next. Kilo Fox 5 Quebec Echo Zulu. George, how's it going? Your audio sounds a little bit weak. You need to yell a little louder. Welcome.
Any better now? On high power.
It's not the power, it's the audio. But I copy a Q5. It just seems like it's a little light audio. Maybe just my misunderhearing today. So everything all right down yonder?
Yeah, we've been busy down here working on some HF stuff and gonna help the guys set their antennas up for tomorrow in reunion across Hood County. Too hot for this guy to spend much time out there, but I'll go give him a hand in the morning. And that's about it from now. Is this audio any better? Power supply's turned on, not just batteries.
That sounds a little bit better. Well, that's good that you got them all set up. Now, you know, tomorrow you get up there really, really early, or stay up there really, really late, and it wouldn't be so bad. But it's always good to get out there and see what other folks are doing. It's been a long time since, well, a couple of years since I've been working field days, so I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'll probably just work like I always do. Anyway, maybe I'll sneak away and make a couple of contacts. Anybody else in Hood County? Heard out of Hood County. How about Somerville?
Whiskey 5, Mike Lima Delta. November 5, Delta, November.
Mike, it's always good to hear you, knowing that it's hard to hear you sometimes. Whiskey 5, Mike Lima Delta. Glad you're here. And November 5, Delta November. That's a new one on me. Where are you from and where are you going?
Actually, this is, I live in Denton, but I have a HF station out here in Somerville County. So I enjoy contesting out here and being on the net when I'm here.
Okay, well, evidently, let's see, who's doing this? Top's running the net logger tonight. Top, you're right on top of it, as always. I guess that's why they call you Top. Anyway, Jeff, good to have you aboard. I don't think I've ever talked to you before, so it's always a pleasure to make new acquaintances here. And I hope you enjoy the weekend there in Somerville County. Come back visiting, and when you're not, you know, we take check-ins from Denton County too.
Yeah, Roger, a good friend of mine, K5 DTH is up there, so appreciate you running this part of the net, and 7-3.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you being here. And yeah, David, he's pretty good, all right fella. So anyway, he'll get his chance to check in here in a little bit if he's not out hanky-panking with field day stuff. Anybody else in Somerville before we move south?
Whiskey 5 Kilo Bravo Tango.
Sounds like Kelly, is that right?
Roger, roger. Still here, sometimes.
All right, you're here now. That's all that matters. We appreciate it. That's Whiskey 5 Kilo Bravo Tango. Down, looks like Top thinks you live in Glen Rose. Are you in the city proper, or are you out on a farm somewhere?
Oh, I'm about 2 miles out of town, in a little subdivision out here.
That's a good deal. That's a good deal. Get away from the hustle and bustle there at Glen Rose, right?
Yeah, you know it. Gets busy downtown. Anyway, back to net. W5KBT.
I thank you. All right, let's see. Let's try Bosque County. Is there anybody in Bosque County this evening?
Of course there is, WC5WC.
Hey, Wiley. Good to hear you this evening. You're sounding pretty strong, so conditions between you and me must be pretty good. And hey, did you hear I was able to check Mike in?
Yes, I did. Conditions are pretty good tonight.
I know it. That's I'm excited about that. Well, hold on, don't go away. Let me just reach out and see if there's anybody else in Bosque County I can talk to tonight. Bosque County, come now. N5 FPD, Feast are calling on you.
Mobile over here by the lake, the resort. Anybody got a copy on me? Can you hear me out there? Yeah, this WC5WC, I've got a copy on you, but I missed your call. Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Romeo X-ray, KJ5 MRS. My name is Carlson. Okay, Carlson, I've got you written down. KJ5 MRX.
That's a relay,
Wayne? Here by Whitney. I'm about to get on to 933 coming back towards Whitney from the Blum area. Whereabouts you got, or what's your 20, or thereabouts? Well, I'm in Boston County, and we're getting ready to do the roll net call for all the counties. I've got you written down for Hill County. See that? I'm sorry, I didn't realize that this was a net. Sorry. Well, you're more than welcome to be here. We do this every Friday night. Okay, I'm off. This is WC5WC, taking it over from Wayne. And we're going to call Boston County, anybody in Boston County that might not have heard him. So come now. Nothing heard. I think I know where they're at. They're setting up a field day site. We got Somerville County, so anybody else in the Hill County? Anyone in Hill County would like to check in? Oh, goodness, it's going to be a quiet night. Well, let's stretch out a little bit. Band's really good, so I'll just stay on the vertical. We'll try Freestone County. How about Freestone? Nothing heard. How about Limestone County? Hello, Nothing heard. Let's try Anderson County. Nothing heard. Next one is Leon County. Nothing heard from Leon. Van Zant County. Let's try Van Zant. Nothing heard from Van Zant. How about McLennan County? Anybody down in McLennan? I'm going to switch over to the beam. Maybe stretch out a little bit more. Milam County. How about Milam? Falls County.
How about Coryell County? Mish, are you on tonight? Southern Herd, Bell County. Last county will be Hamilton County. Wayne? KJ5M, I could find.
Well, you were lucky. He just happened along, you know. It's kind of like that fish that you caught, you didn't have the hook in the line.
Yeah, well, I think he found me.
But that's good. You betcha. We'll take them all. We'll round them all in, whether they want to be here or not. All right, let's see. I think that pretty well ties up this part of the net for me. So I'm going to turn it over to our counterpart over in Tarrant County. Good old Trey over there that's running the YouTube live stream. He needs to be doing double duty. So KE5NGM, N5FPD, passing that torch.
Well, good deal there, Wayne. Let's see what we can round up here on this Friday before field day. This is Kilo Echo 5, November Golf Mike. My name is Trey. This is the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Net control is out of Eastland County this evening. I'm going to assist here for Tarrant County and a few other surrounding counties. So let's see who we have in Tarrant County. Come with your call now.
Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Charlie Hotel.
Parker County check-in.
Kilo Bravo 5, Romeo Mike.
Alpha Juliet Oscar.
November 8, Whiskey Romeo, NAWWR.
Kilo India 5, Romeo Victor Alpha.
Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Charlie Hotel.
Kilo Juliet 5, November Golf Romeo.
Let's run that list real quick, see who we got here. First off, got Kilo Juliet 5, Juliet Charlie Hotel. But there was a double with a Parker County station that was trying to check in as well. So go Parker County station.
Kilo Juliet 5, November Golf Romeo. You got me. Roger, Roger. Thank you.
All right, perfect. Kilo Juliet 5, November Golf Romeo, we got you. And then Kilo Bravo 5, Romeo Mike, that is Les. And then Alpha India 5, Oscar Lima, got you in there as well. And then there was another station. Let's see if Top has it and can fill me in there. I don't think so. It was right before, or let's get Romy, November 8, Whiskey Romeo. Then Kilo India 5, Romeo Victor Alpha. Then Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Charlie Hotel. And then I think that gets to the end of the list. So if you didn't hear your name there, try it one more time.
Kilo Echo 5, Bravo X-Ray Yankee.
Kilo Juliet 5, Quebec, Echo Charlie.
Kilo Juliet 5, Alpha Juliet Oscar.
All right, we got three stations there. Kilo Echo 5, Bravo X-Ray Yankee. Then Kilo Juliet 5, Quebec Echo Charlie. And then I got Kilo Juliet 5, Alpha Juliet Oscar. May have missed somebody. I might need a relay, so listen up for anybody that's out there.
It was Whiskey 5, Golf Mike.
KJ5, PGO.
Kilo India 5, Hotel X-Ray Kilo.
All right, I got Whiskey 5 Golf Mike in there. Great signal from you this evening. Are you running something different this evening?
I relayed him in.
I can barely get here anymore.
Gary, you're trying to confuse me there. I thought that sounded like you, but I was like, oh. That's strong. Jay, I did have you about S3, though. You were readable, but it was kind of rough. And then, but we do have you in the log. And then let's see here. Got Keith, Kilo India 5, Hotel X-Ray Kilo. But then there was Papa Golf Oscar Station in there, and I think I missed the first part of it. Try it one more time.
KJ5.
Kilo Juliet 5, Papa Golf Oscar. You are in the log. Any of the Tarrant County stations?
Kilo Juliet 5, Papa Mike Tango, Garrett in Southwest Fort Worth.
All right, Kilo Juliet 5, Papa Mike Tango, full scale into Southwest Fort Worth as well, so I suspect you're around here pretty close. Thanks for checking in with us this evening. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap up things in Tarrant County. Let's move down to Johnson County, see what's going on down there.
Kilo Foxtrot 5, Sierra India Fox.
Whiskey India 5, Mike Romeo Whiskey.
Well, there's Darren, and we got Kilo India 5, Sierra India Fox, and then we also got Whiskey India 5, Mike Romeo Whiskey. Any other Johnson County stations?
Relay from Tarrant.
Last station, try one more time.
Relay, Tarrant County.
Oh, go ahead, Romy Tarrant. Yeah, go ahead with the relay.
I believe it was Kilo Echo 5, Echo Charlie X-Ray. You want to confirm that, buddy? KE5E, CX? KE5E, CX, or anything close to that? You got there?
Yes, sir, that was correct. I was just waiting for acknowledgement. KE5ECX, Tarrant County.
What kind of... Are you new to that, or no?
I'm sorry, Romy, you say the last part again, sir?
Are you new to that, or do they have your info there?
Yeah, they should have my info, but I was just out checking in. He was calling Tarrant County. I think I doubled with somebody else, so if you got me in there, KE5ECX and Grapevine.
Yeah, that's why you're blowing my doors off. Kilo Echo 5, Echo Charlie X-Ray, KE5ECX, Grapevine, NAW New York.
Thank you, Romy. I completely missed Kilo Echo 5, Echo Charlie X-Ray, but we got him in the log now. And let's wrap up in Johnson County, see what we got going on down there. I know we got 2 stations. Any other ones wish to check into the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net?
Kilo 2, Romeo Oscar Golf.
Kilo 2, Romeo Oscar Golf. We will put you in the log as well. S7 signal in Southwest Fort Worth. Well, I'm going to go ahead and move on over to Dallas County, see what we got going on over there.
Alpha, Alpha 5, Alpha Hotel, Robert Richards.
All right, Robert, we got you, Alpha Alpha 5, Alpha Hotel. Any other Dallas County stations? That means it's time to move down to Ellis County, see what's going on down there.
Kilo 5, Whiskey X-Ray Yankee, K5WXY, Waxahachie.
Hello, officially Gary, Kilo 5, Whiskey X-Ray Yankee. It sounds like, did I hear you got the icon back?
Negative. I'm on an Icon 706 Mark II, and then I'm switching over to the Motorola to listen.
Well, there you go. Nothing wrong with having two radios set up there. So, good deal. I am glad you got in with us this evening. In fact, if you don't mind, Gary, you mind giving a shout-out to points to the south and east?
No problem. And Chuck is mobile tonight on his way back to Waco, so I don't know why he hasn't tried to check in yet. But Kilo 5 Whiskey X-Ray Yankee Waxahachie, looking for check-ins out southeast or maybe northeast of the Metroplex. Okay, I got Joe in Lancaster, I think his call is Kilo India 5 Whiskey Whiskey Tango, and Chuck KC580M. Also have Kilo Echo 5 Victor X-Ray Zulu. Any other stations out southeast or maybe northeast of the Metroplex wanting to check into the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net? Okay, everybody listen up. I know that Brian is down in Brenham, and y'all listen up and see if you can't hear him. Okay, well, I know he's listening to your YouTube stream. I didn't hear a thing out of him. He said he texted me earlier and said he heard me, but I don't hear him. So, Trey, I think that's all the damages I can do.
Well, thank you, Gary. We appreciate it, and glad you were able to get one in there for us. Too bad about Brian, though. Yeah, conditions have been about average at best for me this evening. I'm even having trouble on the 444.925. I don't even think the 70-centimeter atmosphere is all that great this evening. But certainly appreciate your help. And let's see. Any other counties I'm missing? I'm going to give it a try we're going to get somebody out there one of these days. Lamar, Delta, Red River, Hopkins, Rains, maybe Van Zandt, Kaufman, Rockwall. If you're out in that neck of the woods, that'd be north and east of DFW. Certainly come with your call now. Sound of silence means I think I need to hand it back over to Wayne. So KE5NGM back to net control.
Trey, and also to Gary down there. And by the way, I didn't see Kilo Charlie 5 Alpha Charlie Mike on there, and I did hear him. So I don't know, I think maybe Gary might have been doubling with him or something, but I did hear him in there. So we need to get Kilo Charlie 5 Alpha Charlie Mike, because there was a first that came in there. Anyway, appreciate him checking in. Let's see, where were you? Oh, I heard a November 5 station in there. November 5 station, you want to try it one more time?
Trey, that was, Wayne, that was Chuck. Kilo Charlie 5 Alpha Delta Mike.
Yep, Wayne, if Gary's not making it over there, I bet he is. That's Kilo Charlie 5 Alpha Delta Mike Chuck. And I did have a copy on him earlier. And real quick, I hate to interrupt things, but Whiskey 5, David, let me think of your call here. It's going to come to me in a minute. I heard you with a relay in there. You want to give it a try? WD5M.
Yeah, just before you moved it back over to Wayne, it was a Kilo India 5 Echo Mike Tango, I believe, trying to make it into you from when you were calling from the northeast area. Is that correct, Kilo India 5 Echo Mike Tango? Yeah, that was Kilo India 5 Echo Mike Tango in Justin. Back to the net, WD5M.
Alpha India 5 Yankee Whiskey.
Well, Wayne, I've totally hijacked things, so I got Whiskey Delta 5 Mike. We'll count that as a check-in. He didn't technically do it, but he had a relay, so he may have checked in earlier and I just missed it, so I apologize if I did. And then Kilo India 5 Echo Mike Tango, and then also Alpha India 5 Yankee Whiskey. He's coming to us from downtown Fort Worth. I really will turn it back to you this time, Wayne. Thanks for your patience.
Oh, it's not a problem whatsoever. It just makes it more enjoyable, Trey. Yeah, and I don't know why I messed up Chuck's call, but when I looked up there and I saw it wasn't Chuck, after I said that, I said, wait a minute. I guess I got too many Charlies in there, and I forgot to put C in Chuck. All right, well, anyway, let's see. I did hear a November 5 station, and I want to try one more time. You were calling up in Collin and Hunt and all that area up there, and he was coming in, but I missed the last part of it. Give it one more try. Let me see if I can pull you through. I don't hear anything now, so we're going to move along, and maybe he'll come back in just a little bit. This is November 5 Fox Papa Delta, Wayne up here in Feaster, and we're looking for check-ins from Wise County. Wise County, Texas. Come now. There's two familiar voices, Kilo India 5, Lima Echo Tango. Don't forget to put yourself in the net logger there, Top. And then we had Gary, Kilo India 5, Uniform X-Ray Foxtrot. Anybody else in Wise County? While I'm here, let's just move over to Denton County. Anybody in Denton County that'd like to check in to the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net? Got three really strong stations. Kilo 5 Delta Tango Hotel. That's Mr. Argyle himself. Kilo 5 Bravo Yankee X-Ray. And November 5 Yankee Alpha India. Anybody else out there in Denton County? Watt Oscar 5 Zulu. Go right ahead, sir. Just as you said, I got somebody else. You said kilowatt something, and that you went south on me. Try it again. I've got Kilo India 5 Romeo Sierra X-Ray and Kilo India 5 Romeo Sierra Victor. Is that QSL? Thank you. Appreciate that very much. Yeah, it's awful good to have fine help out there. Anybody else in Denton County? Top, I guess it's your turn to see if you could reach out to some of those northern counties in case they can't hear me. KI5LET, can you help us out here? Hold it. Relay, go ahead. Okay, all right. You know, you sound different on that radio. You sound a whole lot better. What are you on? Fly Waxahachie. Okay, Gary, I got him in here. November 5 Whiskey Charlie Tango. We appreciate you working that down there, Gary. It's awful good to get some of that DA. Did you say Brendan? Is he down there where their ice cream made?
I heard him in Eastland. Real light, I heard him.
Hey, I'm hearing you, Brian.
All right, back to net control, KF5VSP.
Whiskey Charlie 5, Whiskey Charlie. What's the matter, Wiley? What's going on? You got something else for us? I hear him, Brenham. Well, good conditions tonight. Great. Well, unfortunately, I didn't hear him, but that's okay. Everybody else is hearing him. All right, let's see. Where were we? We need to call on Mr. Top up there. Top, are you ready to take it?
Or Jack County or any counties west of Wise County, please come now. How about north of Wise County, Collin County, Grayson County, Montague County, or Oklahoma stations? Right, Wayne, I think you got most of the Denton County stations. They came in really strong here. Any other Denton County stations? Ooh, somebody break a squelch. Any relays on that one?
Relay.
Go ahead, relay.
KJ5ODI.
All right, thanks for the relay. Kilo Juliet 5, Oscar Delta India. That's Clifford, Denton County Station. Thanks for checking in. Maybe a first-time check-in to the net. And then November 5, November Alpha, James, one of the regulars in Lake Dallas, Denton County. Any other Denton County check-ins? All right, let's see if Philip, Kilo 5 Bravo Yankee X-Ray, you were the strongest station I heard. You want to try a relay from Denton County, see if you can bring in some more stations?
Okay, K5BYX asking for check-in for Central Texas Simplex net.
Phillips, thanks for giving it 2 tries there. Appreciate that. All right, let's see. Anybody? I'll just try. throw the line in. Anybody east of Wise County, Collin, or like Trey said, Delta County, Lamar County, Van Zant County, anybody out east? All right, nothing heard. Let's go back to Wayne. Appreciate it. I think you got all those call signs and pretty good haul.
All right, thank you very much, Top. I'll just make it real simple here and short. If anybody hears my station and would like to check in to the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net, throw out your call and let me see if we can get you logged in.
Kilo Juliet 5, Papa Mike Tango, Garrett, Southwest Fort Worth. I keyed up earlier, but I think I accidentally changed frequency when I did so. I'm not sure if I got through.
All right, I heard a station out there breaking squelch, but no copies. Anybody help me out?
Relay?
Go ahead, Top.
That was Kilo Juliet 5, Papa Mike Tango. He checked in earlier. We got you in the log. I'd have to go back, but yeah, we got you in the log, sir. Had a good copy on you both times.
Okay, thank you, Top. I appreciate it. I could hear him in there, but I just couldn't make it out. That's the way it is sometimes. All right, last call for Parker County. Anybody that hears our station would like to check in to the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net, come now before we head out to the west side of town. Okay, Mike, nothing heard here, so we'll turn it back over to the Master of Net Control, sir. Kilo Fox 5 Victor Sierra Papa.
Hold on a second. I just got a text message from Chuck. He's saying that he's hearing Top and Wayne down in West Texas. I'm just saying that Chuck, KC580M, he's southbound on I-35 going through West Texas Mobile, and he's copying Top and Wayne both.
Checked in so far. Last call for any check-ins, and then we're gonna leave it open for anyone that wants to get on a list and make some calls. Anybody that hasn't checked in so far, come now. Station, I couldn't make all of it out. Can anybody give me a handoff? Try it again, station, one more time. Well, I get a little bit of it, and then I lose you. One more time, everybody listen up. Station, I know you're there, and I can hear the 5, and I can't get it, and I just wish I could. Anybody else have a relay? Anyone, anywhere, hear that station?
I think that was Kilo Juliet 5 Fox Charlie Sierra. What I copied, Mike.
Right, is that a Roger? KJ5 Fox Charlie Sierra, is that correct?
Kilo Juliet 5, Fox Charlie Sierra. QSL, is that you? I don't hear anything now, but I'm almost positive that's who I heard. So I think we ought to keep it logged in.
that was correct. WD5M.
Thank you, David, for the confirmation.
Thank you, Wayne. Thank you, David. Thanks, David. He can just click around. Good job. That's Kilo Juliet 5, Fox Charlie Sierra. I knew he was there. Thanks for the help. KF5 Victor Sierra Papa. This is the North Central Texas 2-meter simplex set. Anybody that has checked in tonight, if you would like to get on a list to make a call directly, or even more fun, just to make a call and get signal reports from probably 32 counties.
Burning me out lately.
Kilo India 5, Lima Echo Tango.
Whiskey, Delta 5, India, whiskey, whiskey.
Let me stop it there. I did hear November 5 Tango X-Ray Lima. Good gracious, that was close. And then KI5 LET out of Y. And can anybody help me? There was a third station that was a little light on me.
Relay, that was Kilo India 5, Uniform X-Ray Foxtrot.
Yeah, Mike, I just see if you can hear me. This is Kilo India 5, Uniform X-Ray Foxtrot, calling KF5 VSP.
Scale in Desdemona, 22 miles away, and you had KI5 PLG down there in Coleman, said that you're breaking well. Anybody else there in those zones out there? That's North in Eastland County.
Oh, yeah, strong as all get out here in Peaster. Yep, very cool. Great place up there. Kilo Juliet 5 Echo Romeo Golf down in Brown County was copying you light. Whiskey Delta 5 Mike. I'm not sure where David was coming through. And then, of course, you were getting into Parker. So, very cool. All right, anybody else out there? I got Tom. Hold on a minute, Tom. Anybody else want to get on the list to make calls tonight?
Kilo India 5, Lima Echo Tango. Mike faded all the way out. I'm going to try some quick ones. How about Nick? I just heard him. Kilo India 5, Tango, Lima Golf. Nick in Coleman County, 143 miles. Any copy? KI5 LET. All right, there we go. Light copy, 143 miles. I'll take it. Thanks, Nick. I heard Michael in Haskell, Kilo Echo 5, Yankee Tango Whiskey, 122 miles. Any copy, KI5 LET. And just for grins, I heard Winston in Comanche County, Whiskey Alpha 5, Yankee Mike Echo, 103 miles. Any copy, KI5 LET. All right, I'm cheating here. How about Kilo 5, Kilo Victor? Benny in Mills County. I had a good copy on you, 119 miles. Can you copy?
K5KV, are you here at the Lyon County Station?
All right, Benny, there's one. There's another one. Kilo 5, Kilo Victor. Good copy, Benny. Thanks for that. KI5LET, back to net control.
Okay, Tom, thanks for the help. Next on the list, Kilo India 5, Uniform X-Ray Fox, KI5UXF. Gary, if you have a copy, go ahead. Wayne, will you give a call to KI5?
I didn't hear you come back. Gary, Kilo India 5, Uniform X-Ray Foxtrot, are you still around?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mike out there is trying to reach you. N5 SPD is relaying for him.
All right, good deal. Yeah, this KF5 VSP, this is KF5 UXF. Sorry I stepped away for a minute.
Hey, you're coming in great. You're coming in really good down here, loud and clear, almost 3/4 scale. Did you want to make some calls? You're sounding good. Anyone anywhere that hadn't checked into the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net, or if you want to make a call in the general area to get signal report.
KE5NGM to get on the list.
All right, Trey. Hello, Trey. Kilo Echo 5, November Golf Mike, and there was a November station that was in there first. Try it again. November 5, Bravo, India. Sounds familiar. November 5, Alpha Bravo, India. Come back. Yeah, I thought it was Taylor. You want to check in as well as you want to try to make some calls?
Stuff for field day tomorrow and go to get my name on the roster.
It's been a while since you checked in, but you know what? We'll take it. We're glad you're here. November 5, Alpha Bravo, India, out of Taylor County, checking in, and we're grateful for it. We appreciate you. Over. Okay, that was N5 Alpha Bravo India. Kilo Echo 5, November Golf Mike. If you're still copying, go ahead.
It's up and down there, Mike, but I'm going to try for Eastland County signal reports. Specifically, I think I'm making it to you, and I was curious if November Delta 5 Delta X-ray out there was had any copy on Kilo Echo 5 November Golf Mike.
November Delta 5 Delta X-ray, are you here in Fort Worth? Trey, they must be setting up for HF.
I bet they are, so I'm going to let them get to it, and I'll let you get back to it as well, Mike. Good to hear from you, though. KE5NGM back to net control.
Trey, try it again. They're there.
All right. they're back. November Delta 5 Delta X-ray. Wanted to see if y'all were hearing Kilo Echo 5 November Golf Mike this evening. I think it's just a little too much of a haul there, Mike. I'm going to turn it back to you.
Okay, Trey. Well, the propagation's been up and down, but they came back to you and said they give you a 3.333, but earlier in the net you were Q5 solid. So, all right, I'll stay with KE5N and Sierra Papa. And is there any other late check-ins? And I need to close the net. We went a little long tonight. Anybody else want to check in tonight? Okay, no signals heard. Let me go ahead and close the net down. I appreciate everybody checking in and all the stations setting up for tomorrow and all the relay help. And gosh, we went real long tonight, and I apologize, but if you're hanging around, I hope you enjoyed it anyway. This is KF5 Victor Sierra Papa out of Eastland County, closing the Simplex net for North Texas tonight. And I'll say 7-3, enjoy field day. We'll catch you next week. KF5 Victor Sierra Papa, clear.
Hey, Mike, did you say you copied Brian down in Brenham? Okay. I'm glad somebody else heard him. I don't want anybody to think I'm fudging and saying I hear him when I don't. That's the way it is. He was throwing out his call sign, and Wayne doubled with him.
There's been some different propagation. It looks like it's closing in a little bit. But anyway, I did hear him. It was light, but he was there.
November 5, Alpha Bravo, India No, the Dale, that I had a good copy on him indicator, KI5 LET. Getting ready to head for the 1.25 meter Simplex net.
Hold on, Top. I got some information for you.
Yeah, go ahead, Gary.
Okay, so you asked about Brian's information. He's running a Kenwood TM-D710, a 13-element beam at 30 feet with 50 watts.
All right, one more time.
Okay, he says he's got a Kenwood TM-D710. I have no idea what that is. A 13-element beam at 30 feet and 50 watts.
All right, I think I got it. I got enough that I can probably find it from here. All right, thanks, Gary. Appreciate it. Tell Brian I said hi.
Okay, I will.
And Top, I got one more information for you here. Let me get myself turned down. November 5, November Alpha. He is now running a Top Tech. That's a JM. I don't know if it's a Top Tech by JM or a JM by Top Tech. One or the other. The model number of it is a Papa Alpha 85 Victor.
Right, I got it. November 5, November Alpha is running a Top Tech, a Juliet Mike, and a Papa Alpha 8 Victor. You know how many watts it is?
If memory serves me correctly, that's like an 80-watt amp, maybe 85 based on the number, but I think it's an 80.
All right, we'll get the log updated. Thanks, Trey. Appreciate it. Great job on the net tonight.
You as well, Top. Y'all all have a nice weekend. KE5 NGM.